So I'll show some example, for example. And by the way, this example, they are all talked based on OGC standard. So first, the sensor registers itself to the API, and then it's just start to register itself. By the way, these are synchronized, right? So these are not fake ones, they are the real sensors. And then they appear, show up in the system, and then you can start to see the system readings streaming in, and you can see them whenever update, it's just shining, okay? So it's one example, the system come online when disaster happens. And this, the other example we did is we integrate two different types of systems. So one is a wearable, a smart shirt, yeah? And the smart shirt means you wear the shirt, it's a regular shirt, but just smart. And it has you can detect your heartbeat and your breathing rate and your body temperature. So it registers to the sensor things API automatically. So the shirt registers itself, and then the heartbeat. And the first responder also carry a wearable camera. So we put two different types of systems, the sensors, into one coherent platform in this case. So we have multiple shirts. So each dot, actually they are moving up, and each dot actually is a first responder, for example. And you can see, for example, this is the gauge to see their heartbeat. And then the next one is I'm going to show you, in the same system, you can see the camera as well. So what the first responder is looking at. Again, two very different systems, but into one coherent picture. And this is an ongoing project, so we still have a weekly meeting with the Homeland Security. It's quite interesting. Okay, so next one, also using standard to do event notification. That means, for example, in many cases, you only want to get notification when certain conditions happen. Like in this case, if the certain firefighter, his or her heartbeat become very, very fast, you want to get notification. So again, this is also based on the standard in this case. Okay. So that means, what does it mean by based on standard? That means you can connect to multiple systems by using the same, just write the code once, but you can connect to multiple systems. So we did a demo at the Homeland Security, very interesting thing, because we couldn't even go to washroom by ourselves. We could be escorted. It's highly secured. And that's me with my red phone. And then the black bald guy is the deputy secretary of the Homeland Security. So he was very impressed by the state of protocol of the system. Second case study, we are collaborating with a group in Taiwan to do air quality monitoring. Actually, in Taiwan, there will be more than 1,000 air quality sensors by the end of this year. It's a huge data set, and it's amazing actually. So actually here you see animation about space and time, right? Animation about the air quality in Taiwan. And then so we are making it OGC standard compatible. And this data can give you very, very interesting insights actually. For example, if you overlay with the wind speed and wind direction, and you can try to guess what's happening. So the pollution is from China or it's from Taiwan. Okay, and we're also working with some progressive cities in the world. We have one, for example, the city of Nijmegen in Holland. They are using the Sensor Things API to build their smart city. It's called Smart Mission. Singapore, I'm going to Singapore this year, and to basically they are interested in doors in the standard as well. Of course, the Taipei example I'll just show you. And I want to show some demo to see that this is very, very easy to use. For example, we released an open source library. It's called High Chart and Data Table. So with very simple few lines of code, you are able to do some widgets like a dashboard. So, but first, before that, I want to show you the API. What's the API look like? It looks like this: a bunch of JSON, and it's RESTful. So basically it's very web, hypermedia driven. So it's a whole bunch of links, right? If you want to know, for example, what is this data stream, right? It's data streams, and what is this data streams talk about? It's a description, it's the humidity, for example. If you want to know this data stream, you go here. Okay, I won't go details, but just let you know this is a RESTful and JSON, and we have the other way to show you, which is a more human readable way to do it. So from here, if you want to get a chart, actually this is only the code, like 4 lines of code is all you need to do. So if you look at this code, the first one is the server address, so where's the API, and then data stream ID 4207, for example. And for example, in this case, if I want to know the data for this data stream, for example, and then this data stream is the ID, what's the ID? ID is 116516. So I just go here, I change it here, and run. Like that was always interesting. So you get this chart. Yeah, just to show you, it's very, very easy to use. Okay? And then I can show you one more API, for example. This is the other API here. It's an interactive SDK, allow you to show the charts. Again, this is only these few lines of code you need. For example, let's go back to the same example. Say, what's it, 11 something? 116516. Thank you. And thank God it's not UID. UID will be very, very long. Okay, and run. Okay, and you get the same data set. It's a different mapping in SDK. So the idea is this: when you use the standard, and then there are libraries to take care of it, right? For example, these unit measurement, it take care for you, right? It fetch the unit measurement, the metadata for you automatically. And phenomenon, time, it all done for you, for example. And you have more, for example, big chart, in this case, and then the multiple data streams, you can bar chart with color, and then it's just a few lines of code. Okay, it's the other thing. You can really focus your effort on developing applications rather than build your own library and your community. Show the other example. For example, this is a map browser for the things API. So, for example, if you go here, you just key in your URL, like WMS, right? For example, you key in the URL, and then click View Map, and then it will load data automatically for you. And these are actually the real-time, near real-time data in Calgary we are collecting right now. And then, for example, you can come here and then compare with data. For example, PM2.5. It just automatically do it for you. You don't need to develop your own. This is one of the dashboard we have. And for example, I can show you the other one. This is the other dashboard we have. So my point is there are a lot of tools out there, and there are 5 different implementations, and two or three of them are open source implementation of the servers available right now. It's one of the fastest adopted OGC service standard out there. So yeah, go check it out and to build your smart city. Okay, and this is commercial. So I'm thinking, okay, so how to promote this API and the system nice standard we developed? You need to have something to try to start. So we have this package for you. It's called Smart City Starter Kit. Okay, so it has 50 air quality sensors, cloud hosting for you based on SensorThings API, and more than 5 SDKs and citizen engagement kit. So allow you to show you how to engage with the citizens and training materials. And we are doing this in Calgary right now. For example, I can show you this. So this is air quality in Calgary right now. It's pretty bad. So you would think Canada is good, but it's not that good actually. Especially this sensor. Actually, this sensor is very weird. It's the air quality goes bad during the night, every day. I don't know why. Right? I don't know. You just when you deploy sensors, you can really make invisible visible. Yeah, and you can discover interesting insights. Yes, we found this. We found it very interesting. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is my house. So today air quality is very bad in Calgary. Actually, this is quite non-moderate. So if you have a sensitive to air quality, this is bad for you actually. But again, this is a so we are going to have more than 50 sensors in a month actually in Calgary. So we have a very interesting data. And for example, everything based on the standard, OGC standard, so you can go back in time to look at the data, for example. And you can also compare, like this is data, and you can compare with other neighborhood, for example. Let's say, yeah, so you can compare 2 neighborhoods, for example. Okay, yeah, it's something we are developing, starter kit. So if you're interested in this starter kit, let me know. So learn more about OGC Sensor Things API. We do a lot of webinars and training tutorials out there. So please just Google Sensor Things training, Sensor Things tutorials. You can get a lot of them. And then so actually our training material has more than 10,000 views already in the past 10 months. Yeah, so this API actually standard is really going very well. So thanks for the funding provided, research funding provided by these organizations. And then let me see anything. So where to start? There is something called Playground, Sensor Things Playground. So it's a good place to start, and it gives you the interactive tutorial how to register a sensor and upload data into the system. So go check it out. Again, it's called Sensor Things Playground. So Google Sensor Things Playground to start. Okay, so this is my very short introduction to the Sensor Things API in the context of smart cities. So hopefully you will like the API and start hacking and developing using it. Thank you very much.